Devin Haney and Bill Haney spilled the beans on their lawsuit against Ryan Garcia. And like I said, it's a scam. As Bill Haney says, come on, let's settle this. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and we are going to be hearing about a frivolous, ridiculous lawsuit that Bill Haney Devin Haney via Bill Haney just admitted is exactly what we thought it was, or at least he implied it, as he behooves Oscar De La Hoya to settle a lawsuit with him. Amazing. Amazing. Now, before I get into the details, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much for your continued support. It really means a lot to a guy like me. Cannot do the channel without you guys, for sure. I want to read something to you. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to put it up in a graphic or not, so I'll read it slowly. I'll read it twice so that you can hear it. This is Bill Haney talking to Oscar. He says, "Stop the bullshit, Oscar. Your clapback took a week and it's still broken. You answered no questions. Ryan said he got paid $1.5 million for the weight issue, but he only got $600K. Plus, Golden Boy received $1 million in damages, leaving $900K unaccounted for. If you want, I'll come over and pick up the $1.9 million now. Fighters and fans deserve transparency. Settle this right away." So, as you hear, he is trying to settle a lawsuit with Oscar De La Hoya by having Oscar De La Hoya just come give him the $1.9 million that he's owed. Notice he's not saying anything about the battery. He's not saying anything about the fraud. He's not saying anything. I guess this is talking about the breach of contract. However, let me assure you that this whole note is delusional, because we already had all of the information given out when Bill Haney filed the lawsuit against Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia. And the $600,000, Ryan said he was paid $1.5 million for the weight issue. Said he paid $1.5 million for the weight issue. But we know that's not true. We know that's not true because you submitted information to the court that said what you accepted in exchange for going on with the weight. It was an extra $600,000 in advanced money. Your advance went from $2 million to $2.6 million. I'm not sure where this the $1.9 million comes from, other than saying you got $600,000. Oh, we got another $900. We got another $900 unaccounted for. However, I'm still waiting to see. I'll come over and pick up the $1.9 million. So what's the $1.9 million? You want to get paid for is that him wanting to get paid for the $600,000 twice? Because he only has, if he already got 900, if he already got 600, but he was owed 1.5, that means there's $9 million, there's 900,000 unaccounted for. So why you asking come over for 1.9? That math is terrible. Like, his math is actually terrible. Like, if you said you got 600, if it was 1.5 that you were due and they paid you 600, that means you are only owed 900,000. Where's the million? Oh, you also want the million that was returned to him? So you want the million that was returned and you want the extra 900,000. You want all the money all of the money that was given Ryan's salary or Ryan's purse that he got back. You want all that to go to you? Let me tell you something. This is as delusional and disconnected from reality as you can dang near get, okay? First and foremost, The case is garbage. You cannot get breach of contract and fraud and battery at the same time off the same action. You just can't get it, because if you claim that it was a legitimate contract, then you can't claim fraud. And if you claim it was fraud, you can't claim it was a legitimate contract. So the two things do not work together. But we know that the whole thing is really just designed to do what? To get Oscar De La Hoya to settle, to get Oscar De La Hoya or to them to give them some extra payment, because they are getting in reaction to them getting their name muddied all over the internet. Okay, so this is not, in my opinion, this is not a serious lawsuit. This guy does not actually believe that he's owed this money. He's just playing games, because again, this right here doesn't add up. This particular tweet where he says we got $600,000 for the weight issue, but Ryan said he got 1.5 million. Well, guess what, Bill? We know Ryan lied. Because guess what? Devin lied too, because Devin said he got the 1.5 million. So Ryan lied about paying it and Devin lied about receiving it. So you knew it wasn't true. Why are you trying to hold in other people's faces, rubbing people's faces, something that Ryan said that you know wasn't true, and your son said the same thing and that wasn't true? But moves on to, we only got 600,000. And where's this $1 million in damages that you received? Again, Oscar De La Hoya did not receive damages back from the state of New York. He received a purse that he paid that was forfeited. But again, the big problem is that you got paid a net profit. Long story short, though, this is ridiculous. So we know that this case is not real. Bill Haney also talks to Ryan Garcia and talks about drug testing. And Ryan Garcia is saying, oh, do you need it to be VADA or will USADA do? And then Bill Haney goes into, no, we need to see VADA. Everybody, no, not VADA, Bill. He's not going to do VADA, Bill. He's not going to do VADA because you got Victor Conti running his mouth so much that makes VADA look like it's suspect. And if VADA looks suspect to everybody, not just Ryan. This whole scenario is, to me, it's one of the most bizarre situations that I've seen in boxing, where you just blatantly have a lawsuit being filed that you know is not real because the claims in it are so wild. And Bill saying things on the internet that everybody knows that paid attention to it are not true. And you think you're going to get something out of a court of law with that, with all of this document? I don't think so. I just don't know what they're doing. But at the end of the day, I just want to see Devin get back in the ring with Ryan, get the rematch, win the rematch, end all this lawsuit nonsense, all this over the top stuff. And let Devin just be known as a fighter, and let him be known for what he can do in the ring, because he is a very, very good fighter. All this gamesmanship and all this stuff, trying to set yourself up and make yourself even look like you're the greatest thing in the world or you're the greatest victim, depending on the time of day. I mean, it's just over the top. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. It's a trash lawsuit, and I'm glad that Bill at least said, hey, man, let's settle this. Let's just settle this. Give me some extra money, Oscar. Now, maybe Oscar will do it. Maybe he'll say, hey, well, let's just nip it in the bud, give him an extra couple $200,000, $300,000, and make it worth Bill's while for doing that, and Devin's while for running everybody through this nonsense. But in the back of my head, I think, oh, I hope he doesn't give him anything. I hope that he says, no, we're just going to get this tossed out, and you're going to have to pay my lawyer's fees. And then maybe we'll fight you, maybe we won't fight you. But the gamesmanship and all of that stuff, it's just over the top. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Salute.